And I think that they don't know what to do other than to try and come back to Britain and rebuild themselves as some sort of members of the royal family. Terrible failure of judgment, a shocking betrayal, fundamental flaws.
Tom Bower just dropped a bombshell that'll leave you fuming. It's all about Meghan Markle, the late queen, and a sneaky Netflix cash grab that's way darker than anyone imagined. He's spilling major tea about the balcony. Yes, the iconic one at Buckingham Palace. And what Meghan and Harry were really after will make your jaw drop. People have been saying it for years. They only care about the money. And now, Bower's got the receipts to prove it. In a fiery new interview, Tom Bower, the man behind Revenge, the tell-all that ripped the mask off Meghan's public image, hinted at even more shocking secrets in his next book.
And completely unforeseen, but the right thing to do. I mean, the point was that we'd always criticized Charles for being hesitant and backing away from controversy.
This time, he's diving deep into what really went down behind palace walls, and it's not pretty. So what's this whole balcony scandal about? Let's break it down because it's way deeper than a simple photo op. That Buckingham Palace balcony isn't just a spot to wave and smile. It's a royal symbol, a statement that screams, "We're part of the crown." Tom Bower explains that when you stand on that balcony beside the king and queen, you're declaring to the world that you're one of them, a true insider of the royal circle. It's the ultimate royal stage, where tens of thousands pack the mall below, waving flags, cheering their lungs out, and showing pure loyalty to the monarchy. Being on that balcony isn't just an honor, it's power and status, broadcast worldwide. But here's the nasty twist. Bower claims Harry and Meghan didn't come back for the Queen's Jubilee out of love or respect. No, their real mission was to secure that balcony shot. He says they wanted it filmed, framed, and locked in for their Netflix cameras. Reportedly, they had an actual shot list, and at the very top, get that balcony moment. Can you believe it? A checklist, like they were out shopping for scenes, not memories. But wait till you hear what went down when they allegedly tried to bring cameras into the Queen's private room. This is where things get truly disturbing. Tom Bower claims that during the Jubilee, Harry and Meghan took their kids to Windsor to see the Queen, who was already in fragile health during her final months. On the surface, it sounded sweet, great-grandkids visiting their beloved great-grandmother. But Bower says it wasn't what it seemed at all. According to him, the real motive wasn't family love. It was footage. They wanted photos, clips, and emotional moments to feed straight into their Netflix project. It wasn't about connection. It was about content. Bower insists that this meeting was part of a plan to commercialize the royal image like never before. Picture it. Harry and Meghan walking into that quiet, sacred room at Windsor, cameras ready, kids in tow, and producers on standby, all prepped to capture a heartfelt moment for streaming. Unbelievable. They were allegedly planning to use footage of a frail queen with her great-grandchildren for their Netflix series. Can you even process that?
Them filming and including in the Netflix series a private text message. Okay, they don't reveal the contents, but clearly a negative text message that William...
Absolutely. What we're really now seeing is that both of them, having posed as the victim for so long, are really the aggressors. And what I really thought at the end of it as well was this, which I think is a very, very pertinent point.
But then, according to Tom Bower, something unexpected happened that stopped it all cold. A royal lady-in-waiting stepped forward, her voice cutting through the tension, and said 5 words that changed everything. No cameras, no pictures. That's it. Firm, final, and absolutely unshakable. Can you imagine? They actually had to be told not to film a dying woman, not to turn her final private moments into streaming content. Bower insists this was the real reason they flew back to England. Not family duty, not love, but one last shot to cash in on the Queen's image. He claims the palace saw straight through it. They knew exactly what was going on, and that's why the lady-in-waiting stood her ground. No cameras, no pictures. Period. With those words, the royal line was drawn, and Harry and Meghan's plan came crashing down. So they allegedly brought those children not for a family visit, but as props, as part of their content, something to film, package, and sell to the world. Unbelievable. But hold on, because this story gets even darker once the Andrew scandal enters the picture. And it's a nightmare for the monarchy. Tom Bower doesn't stop at Harry and Meghan. He dives headfirst into how Prince Andrew's Epstein connection sent shockwaves through the palace. He says that while the royals were scrambling to contain Andrew's disaster, Meghan and Harry were hovering close, like vultures waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And then comes the truly chilling part. Bower claims that there's actual video evidence tying Andrew to Epstein. Secret tapes, hidden cameras, and once those recordings leak, he says, the entire royal foundation could explode. According to Bower, King Charles already had a sense that something terrible was on the horizon. Supposedly, he received a discreet warning from Washington, a heads up. That more damning material was on its way. That's when Prince William rushed to Balmoral, furious and embarrassed, especially after what Bower describes as Andrew's awkward behavior during a funeral in London. The tension inside those palace walls must have been unreal. Andrew was reportedly strutting around like nothing had happened, acting untouchable while the scandal kept boiling. That's when William had enough. He went straight to his father and demanded, "This can't go on." And honestly, he was right. According to Tom Bower, the king finally took action. One night, quietly and without warning, Andrew was moved out of Royal Lodge. His royal perks gone, his titles stripped, and his future inside the firm completely erased, banished, sidelined, and left to fade out of the royal spotlight.
It's amazing how she can be so judgmental towards them. And I mean this with the royal family too, but take everything she needs to help elevate herself. You know, like if you can't stand these people or the idea of class.
But here's where it all takes a sharp turn. While the palace was crumbling under the weight of Andrew's disgrace, Meghan and Harry allegedly spotted an opening. Bower says they saw chaos, they saw weakness, and they thought, now's our chance. They wanted to use the royal crisis to negotiate their way back into the fold. And for King Charles, this couldn't have come at a worse time. Britain's image was already taking a hit from Andrew's scandal, and the last thing the king needed was another wave of drama, especially from California. But Bower drops the bomb. He says the Sussexes' financial situation is far more desperate than anyone realized. Remember his words? They're more desperate than ever. And now it all makes sense. Tom Bower lays it out crystal clear. Harry and Meghan are running on fumes. He says they've got no major projects left. Netflix isn't signing them for another series, and their Archewell Foundation, practically dead in the water. No fresh donations, no new campaigns, just silence. Exactly like people suspected, the money stream has dried up. Bower even uses a phrase that nails it perfectly. They're running on empty tanks. And when you really think about that, it hits hard. They're sitting on a massive Montecito mansion with sky-high mortgage payments, expensive security, staff salaries, and a luxury lifestyle that's burning through cash fast. But they refuse to scale back. Not their image, not their spending. Meanwhile, their American Riviera Orchard brand tanked before it even took off. Meghan's podcast got canceled, and Harry's big book deal? That one-time payment is long gone. So what's left? Bower says they've got just one card to play, their royal link. Their titles, the Sussex name, their golden ticket to relevance. And that's exactly why they need that balcony shot, to prove they're still tied to the crown. That's why returning to Britain, being seen beside William, Catherine, and the King, is their last hope to keep the royal brand alive.
You talk about Harry and Meghan's desperation to provide Netflix with a royal balcony shot. Can you walk me through that? Because it's just so dirty. It's so filthy when you think about their objectives in going back and having that moment with the British royal family, where I think that they might have been booed during that trip. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they literally just go back so they can film things with Netflix, and they've got a checklist of what they want. And they're just using this family to build their own profile. And it makes me sick.
Without that royal link, Tom Bower says, Harry and Meghan are just another Hollywood couple whose fame has faded. No buzz, no relevance, no spotlight. According to him, they're desperate to reinvent themselves, trying to slide back into Britain and pose as modern royals, half in, half out. They want the prestige without the responsibility, the perks without the duty, and the royal shine without the service. But let's not forget what the late Queen made crystal clear. You can't be half in and half out. Her words were final, and Bower reminds everyone of that moment. Then, out of nowhere, Bower drops a bomb about Sarah Ferguson that ties everything together. He doesn't hold back, calling her vulgar beyond belief and flat-out greedy. And the reason this matters? Because he says the Yorks and the Sussexes are running the same exact playbook. According to Bower, Fergie was allegedly begging Epstein for money, pitching business ideas, and using her daughter's royal connections to score deals. It's a pattern of turning royal privilege into personal profit. He even describes Ferguson's appetite for wealth as insatiable, saying she blew through cash so recklessly she always needed more and more. Just like Meghan and Harry now. Just like Meghan, Tom Bower says Fergie can't look in the mirror and take accountability. He claims she's completely blind to her own faults. No self-awareness, no reflection, no sense of responsibility for the chaos she causes. Sound familiar? But here's the twist. Bower points out one major difference. Fergie stayed in Britain, where the palace could keep her on a short leash, managed, monitored, and silenced when needed. But Harry and Meghan? They're thousands of miles away in California, and that, Bower warns, makes them far more unpredictable and far more dangerous. Then Bower drops a claim that shocks even his toughest critics. He says Harry and Meghan are a bigger threat to the monarchy than Prince Andrew ever was. Think about that for a second. He argues that while Andrew's scandal was devastating, it's over. His royal privileges gone, his home taken, and his reputation frozen in disgrace. He's been pushed out, isolated, essentially trapped in quiet exile at Sandringham. But Harry and Meghan? They're free agents with global reach, media access, and zero control from London. That's the real danger, Bower says. They're not controllable. And for the monarchy, that's a ticking time bomb waiting to go off. They're out in California, making their own moves, setting their own agenda. And King Charles can't do a single thing to stop them. Tom Bower predicts this freedom will only make things worse, saying Harry and Meghan could end up causing even more chaos than Prince Andrew ever did. Whatever mess Andrew created, Bower says, they'll double it. Because unlike him, they won't stay quiet, they won't fade away, and they definitely won't stop trying to claw their way back into royal life. And here's where it gets bold. Bower exposes their next big move.
I mean, an institutional risk to the British monarchy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. A huge risk.
Really?
Absolutely, because there's no doubt as they become more desperate financially and reputationally and seeking a purpose, they will do some very foolish things. And whatever Andrew has done, they will double the problem because they will not be controllable from London.
The Invictus Games are heading to Birmingham next year, and Harry is reportedly determined to attend. Even more, Bower says that if he could, he'd drag Meghan right along with him. Why? Because this is their play to edge back into royal circles, to rebuild their image, grab the spotlight, and monetize that royal link once again. According to Bower, they're still trying to negotiate a balcony appearance. Yes, even now. After all the drama, they're still pushing for that picture-perfect moment beside King Charles and Prince William. They want that shot to scream to the world, "We're still royal, we're still relevant." But there's a problem. Meghan's popularity in Britain has hit rock bottom. The public doesn't want her or Harry back. Yet desperation drives people to do risky, even reckless things. Luckily, Bower says one man holds the line, Prince William. He sees the situation, exactly as you do, and Tom makes it clear as day. William will never allow Harry and Meghan back, no matter what. King Charles might still have a soft spot. He's their father, after all. But Tom Bower insists that William and Queen Camilla will slam the door shut. The last thing they'll allow is Harry and Meghan parading through Britain as if nothing ever happened. Bower reveals that it was William who pushed his father to finally take action against Andrew, and he's confident William will do it again if he has to. This time, it's personal. William's thinking about the future, about George, Charlotte, and Louis, and how every scandal stains the crown they'll one day inherit. He saw firsthand how Andrew's disgrace nearly shattered the monarchy, and he's determined not to let Harry and Meghan add to that damage. The balcony, Bower explains, isn't just a photo spot. It's a symbol of the monarchy's future, and William controls who gets to stand there. Meanwhile, the king is focused on protecting the family's image abroad. Bower says he'll do everything possible to stop Andrew from ever testifying in America, to shield Britain's reputation from another blow. And when it comes to Harry and Meghan, that same shield applies. They'll be kept firmly at a distance, watched, but never welcomed back in. William is the future, the next king, and Tom Bower says he's guarding that future with everything he's got. He's drawing a hard line against anyone who tries to use the monarchy for personal gain. Bower insists the crown will survive this storm because William simply won't allow anyone, not even his own brother, to tear it down. And just wait, Bower's got a new book on the way, promising even more explosive revelations about what really went down behind those tall Montecito gates. He's spent years digging deep, interviewing insiders, and piecing together the full story. And what he's found matches exactly what people have been saying all along. According to Bower, they did exploit a dying queen. They did use their own children as part of a PR plan. They did have a checklist of royal moments to film for Netflix. And now, desperate for cash and relevance, they're trying to claw their way back into royal life. But Bower says one thing's for sure. No matter how hard they push, they'll never stand on that balcony again. William won't allow it, and neither will the British people. The monarchy will be protected no matter how much outside pressure tries to shake it. The palace has made its stance clear, and with William standing guard, that royal line isn't moving an inch. And trust me, this story is far from over. As Tom Bower drops even more shocking revelations, we'll be right here breaking down every detail for you. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. Share this video with someone who deserves to know the real story behind the headlines, and drop a comment below. Do you think William is right to block their return to royal life? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.